The key distinction between a technical problem and an adaptive challenge is that technical problems are problems. We have a sense of how to solve them. We tend to have seen them before. So the problem definition tends to be clear. The solution tends to be clear. You can go to an expert who's expert in solving that problem and they will resolve it for you. There's lots of challenges in the world that are technical in that nature. Some of them are incredibly difficult, incredibly sophisticated, but we know how to solve them. Adaptive challenges, on the other hand, tend to be challenges in that we don't necessarily know how to resolve them. Sometimes we don't have a clear sense of what the challenge is because we've never seen it before. Or perhaps we have seen it before, but different people are holding different parts of the challenge because it's multifaceted in that way. So some people are holding the trunk of the elephant, some people are holding the tail, some the leg, but we can't see that it's an elephant. So the problem tends not to be clear. Because the problem is not clear, the solution also is not clear. And then critically in adaptive work, the challenge or resolving that challenge tends to be partly the work of the experts, but it also lives in the hearts and in the minds of the people with the problem. So we say the people with the problem are the problem, and they're also the solution. So when it comes to adaptive work, you generally need to engage an entire ecosystem of people in order to make progress on that challenge. And this is awfully simplistic because problems are 10% adaptive, 90% technical, 20% adaptive, 80% technical, and there tends to be a mix between those. But the critical question is, how do you slow down and try to understand which elements of your challenge are technical and which are adaptive, and what do you need to bring to that? But often in life, problems will come bundled, and there'll be technical elements and adaptive elements. So even in the question of how do we build a bridge from this side of the harbor to the other side of the harbor, that might be a technical problem, but perhaps we're doing it on Indigenous land, and there's all kinds of questions around rights to that land and how we do that, or how we respect the rights of the ancestors who were there before us. That becomes an adaptive element to what looks like a technical challenge. So understanding the different elements and what that means for who you engage and how you engage is going to save you an awful lot of time and energy and wasted moves because you recognize from the get-go that this is bigger than just building a bridge.